Hello everyone and welcome back to Java Forever course. Currently we are learning two-dimensional arrays, and in the previous class we learned how to create a two-dimensional array. A two-dimensional array is nothing but a table in which we first talk about the rows and then we talk about the columns. We learned how to create a two-dimensional array using two different approaches. One in which we already know the values and another one in which we don't know the value but we know the dimension. Taking that further, in today's class, we are going to learn how to access and alter the values. And again, anything and everything we have learned in the one-dimensional array applies here. The key thing to remember is two-dimensional array is nothing but array of array. That means first time when we retrieve one value, the return value itself is an array. And then in second time when we second index that when we use, that will give us the actual one particular value. So let's understand this with an example. We create an array here. In this example, you can see that we create an array. As you can see, 2 square bracket means we are going to use two-dimensional array, an array inside an array. And then you can see the value. If you just draw this in a table, this is how it is going to look like. So it is a 3 rows, as you can see, this, and this. And each has 4 values. So we will do 4 columns here. So this is 1, 2, 0, 1. This one is 3, 1, 1, 0. And this one is 2, 2, 1, and 3. Now in this one, we want to retrieve, let's say, this value. It's relatively easy. In order to retrieve this value, first we need to retrieve this row, because we know that first index in the array, when we say goals, if I do first index, so this is 0th index, this is 1, and this is second. So if I do 1, this will give me this whole array. This. So this is going to be basically an array 3, 1, 1, 0. And on this array, I am interested in the 0 and 1 first column. So if I give one more index here, because this is this array, and from this, if I want to retrieve this value, I need to give index 2. So if I give 2, by giving this next to each other, I should be able to clearly get the value 1 here, because this is first row 0, 1, 2, and this is 0, 1, 0, 1, 2, and third column. So by giving 1, 1, I should be able to retrieve the value. It got disappeared here, so I need to go and create it again. It should be pretty straightforward and quick. So I hope you get it. The idea how to retrieve a value 1, 2, 0, 1, 3, 1, 1, 0, 2, 2, 1, 3. So in order to retrieve the value, as I said, it's pretty straightforward. Let's say I want to retrieve this value. I want to retrieve this value. It is 0th, 1, 2, second row, which means goals of 2, and this gives me this entire row, but I am interested in 0, 1, 2, and third value, third column. So I'll say 2 of 3. This, if I say x equal to, or something equal to this x will become 3, because this will return me 3. On the right side, when you give it the right side of the equal to sign, you're reading a value. Now if I want to set the value back, it's pretty straightforward. If I want to override this value from 3 to 6, all I have to do is to say goals of second row and third column. Remember, third column is actually fourth column, equal to, and I can say 6. This will set the value from 3 to, it become 6 here. So the key to remember, this is always representing rows, and this always represents column. And row and column both start with number 0, because the index, whether this array or this array or this array or the one big array. This itself is index 0 and this one is also index 0. That's all in this class. One important thing, I'm sorry, I forgot this. Index out of bound. In any case, suppose if you given value of the index, either row index or column index, which is not present, if I say goals of 5, 0, the row number 5 does not exist. Or if I say goals of 0th row and 5th column, if I say this column does not exist. In both the cases, Java will not be able to retrieve this value for us, and this will return an error. And that error is again array index out of bound exception, and your program will terminate. Another part is, if I want to retrieve the whole row, I should have mentioned it here. Let's say if I want to retrieve value 1201, if I simply say goals of 2, what does it mean? I'm saying this is 0th row, 1st row and 2nd row. It will return this whole thing. What exactly this is? This itself is an array, but definitely one dimensional array. So I can say that int of array, let's say variable sum, let's say R3, row 3, equal to, and I can say goals of 2. When you say it's just goals of 2, actually it is an array of integer, right? This whole thing. And that's why the variable data type you need to declare, it is an integer array. Now from here, if I do R3 of 2, what will it return? It will return 0, 1, 2. It will return value 1. So if I say int y equal to R3 of 2, this is going to be, y is going to be 1. So I can do in two parts. I can first retrieve, using first index, I can retrieve an array, and from this array I can retrieve integer value, or I can merge these two steps into one, and I can simply say goals of 2, 2 of 2 int y equal to, and this is as good as finding it in 2 steps. But the reason I wanted to demonstrate this, to know that when you just use one index, it will return you an array of numbers, because that is what it is. Thank you very much, and go ahead and do the practice. You have a couple of quiz. It will be a good practice for you guys to hone the skills here, and I hope you like it. I'll see you guys again in the next class. Stay tuned. Bye-bye. See you again.
Thanks for watching. Do subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos.